If you really want to remove all the excuses in your life, I offer you a piece of advice my mentor gave to me a few years ago that I carry with me everywhere I go. And it's as simplistic and straightforward as possible. You eat what you kill, son. You eat what you kill. And now the magnitude of that, you might dismiss. Like, no shit, Jeff. But there's a serious depth to that I think we all avoid and applies to all of us at the most natural, instinctive levels of human emotion and force. And the reality to that statement is that I wanted to start this conversation off and wrap it in the theme of hunger because it's very popular and common and it is applicable. You're not hungry enough. You're not hungry enough. You're not hungry enough. But when I started to contemplate and consider my own hunger, the reality to how we live today is that all of us assuredly get hungry at some point, but we're all also very much eating. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening to this. You wouldn't be doing what you were doing before you got here, and you wouldn't be on your way to doing whatever it is you're going to be doing after. And so the natural question to ask is if it's not necessarily hunger, because we do all eat, what exactly is it? And of course, you eat what you kill, son. You eat what you kill. So the reality to changing your situation, any situation, however you view the situation, is that your appetite for what you are hungry for must change. And of course, this is more complex than you would ever possibly fathom because there's an emotional tie to this that you just can't ignore. But here's a real truth you got to hear right now. Whatever you have a problem with in your life, it's because your appetite is only as big as the problems in your life. Let me be a little more direct. Your palate, your life palate, is built off weakness. Everything about how you move is weak. How you think is weak. How you behave is weak. The energy you omit is weak. Your circle of friends, your circle of trust is weak. Your skill set is weak. Everything you do today, if you have a problem with what life is producing for you, it's not that life doesn't work for you, it's that you are not working for life. And the appetite you have when you're hungry is to just keep consuming the very same weakness you've been consuming for the duration of however long you've been stuck in this pattern of weakness. You eat what you kill, son. And anything you seek that is greater in size in any capacity than what you currently have today, you must eat and have an appetite for in a much larger way. Think about it. Like, what are we really talking about? At some point, if you wake up and continue repeating the same life you've been repeating and eating the same substances you've been eating, how could you possibly expect to see something different? How could you be on a diet of ramen noodles and expect to see the results of a filet mignon? It doesn't happen that way. It can't happen that way. And the only way out is to build a greater appetite. So the appetite you need to focus on is that whatever I'm being offered today to eat, the shit that life keeps shoving down your throat, you got to get tired of it. You got to get tired of everything that you're consuming is malnourishing you. You're emotionally malnourished. You're physically malnourished. You're relationally malnourished. You're financially malnourished. On and on across the spectrums of your life. And thinking that you could come into a healthy situation in any one of those aspects without consuming something different, which means having a bigger appetite, is crazy to me. Or just flat out denial. Could be a combination of both. You're deniably crazy, delusional. The concept and the logic and the math couldn't be more simplistic. You eat what you kill, son. And so the operation of your life, because it's just an operation of your life, how you go about your life, how you hunt must change. And if you don't hunt differently, Essentially, what it means is that life has put you in a chase and you are the one being chased. And at some point, the depth to this is totally overlooked by everybody in society who stays stuck in whatever they're stuck in. When you are being hunted, or when an animal is being hunted, when it finally sees that the chase is over, that whatever is pursuing you, the difficulties, the problems, maybe it's the lion. You're not the lion, son. Not if you don't eat what you kill, what you're eating, what you're killing, or what you're killing that you're eating is not giving you the life you want. And even if you are lying, you're wounded. When you're done being chased, essentially what happens to the person or the animal that's being chased is all the energy, all the emotion, all the motivation and inspiration is directed towards just being safe. Is directed towards, I just need to get to a place where I can be full. And I don't care if I'm full off of ramen. I don't care if I'm full off scraps. I don't care if I'm full off a minimum wage job. I don't care if I'm full off the lowest totem pole. I don't care if I'm full off the least level of skill set. I don't care if I'm full off these weak relationships. I don't care what it is, as long as my hunger is satisfied and I'm safe. You eat what you kill, son. And anything you seek otherwise means you have to get over your current palette of weakness. You have to force yourself to hunt down life in a way that you want to hunt down life, however life needs to be hunted. It's that simple and worth repeating. So ask yourself today, what would you prefer to eat? What would you prefer life to serve you? Or are you complacent and good with being chased, eating what's there along the way, and never actually hunting and killing your own food? You eat what you kill, son. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.